Okay, everybody, here we go. Time for a Tidy Up Tuesday. This has been a requested video and for another Tidy Up Tuesday. And I'm going to be answering 2 questions within this video as well. One from a Joe 30522 and one from Caitlin Miner. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So let's have a look first. This is the situation after just, it's only a couple of weeks. I don't even know if it's that really. It was ever since, it must be a couple of weeks, I think, maybe 10 days. It was since somebody left me a message on one of the videos and it said, please can you do a Tidy Up Tuesday? I'd like to see another Tidy Up Tuesday. And at the time, my reply was, no, I can't at the moment because it's perfectly tidy. So after that, up until that point, I was doing really well and packing away the clothing and everything and all the accessories normally. Unlike normal, where normally I do just leave them up. Because it takes so much effort when you've got a chronic illness like fibro or chronic fatigue syndrome, which I have, both of those, that I get as far as changing the babies and then I'm just like, I'm done now. Or I only change one baby in a day and I'm like, I'm done now. And the clothing starts to mount up. The bits and pieces all along the floor start to mount up. And it doesn't look, honestly, it has looked a lot worse than this in the past, and you all can attest to that, can't you? So how I start usually is by moving everything from the floor out of here, and then we start packing away again. So let's do that first. That's our doggy. All of the kids, apart from Frankie and next door, all of the kids are at school. So just move those over there because those toys belong over there. That's Missy's bag. Kind of like to have a blank movable area where I can move around a bit. So I'm going to put you back up this way now, just because we've just packed away those bits. And now I'm just going to put away these. This can go out here. I'll take this off because we've had this on here for a little while now, so we can have a bit of a change of that. We're on the big stand today. I'll try not to get any feet with that. Oh, they've got to go to hillside. Pretty much not a lot of consistency in how I go about this, as you can tell already. But I want these things, these old vintagey things, to go in hillside. Let's put up the blind a minute. Come on, Mr. Blind, you can do it. No, you can't you? I'm not going to was going to try and put the blinds up behind here to get more light from there in. Just put these up, then I can... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with the doona actually at the moment. Goodness me. Goodness me, I'm so messy. Oh, little James's little bunny. Doesn't matter for now. Put the doona down. Not sure, I might use the doona tomorrow, but I don't know. Oh, I'll try and put the doona up. I'll be careful because it's heavy. Oh. Oh. Are you gonna fit up there? Are you gonna fit up there? Oh yes, thank you so much. It has just got up here. There we go. I'll show you. Okay. So that's a big space, isn't it? And there's the doona packed up there. Yay! Woo! Woo! Not tomorrow. Wednesday I'm out with Sarah and Auntie Sam, and I'm not sure. I'm going to message Sam and see what pushchair she thinks I should take. These go up here. It's food. Some farmyard boxes go down there, and that little shoe goes out here. Okay, so we have a bit of a clean slate and to kind of work with, I suppose. And the main thing is putting the clothes away. That is the main thing here. Okay, let's pack away some stuff then and answer a question. So one of the questions I've recently been asked is hang on a minute, let me just read what it says, Caitlin. Have you ever gone through phases? I'm reading off of here. I wrote down everybody's questions. Have you ever gone through phases where you aren't into your reborns? Because she has. Let me bring you closer and you can see what I'm doing. And hear me, because sometimes you don't hear me as well. Have I ever gone through phases where I'm not into my reborns? Quick answer to that is no. No. And the reason is they are the reason that I do stuff. So when I'm not necessarily feeling like doing anything, or now that's a bad example. Maybe when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling a bit down, when I am not feeling, it's really hard to explain. Anyway, so for instance, I knew I wanted to do a video today, a Tidy Up Tuesday. I mean, this is not Tuesday when I'm filming this. So I knew I wanted to film a Tidy Up Tuesday because I'd been requested a Tidy Up Tuesday video, and so I started to leave stuff around, and then today is Monday when I'm filming this, and I just don't want to do anything today. I really don't want to do anything, although I have done some cooking, I have done some ironing, I have got up and eaten. Those things are important too. I didn't really want to do anything. It was so easy just to sit on the sofa, play one of my video games, video games, play one of my computer games, and just like, just let the world go past me today. But I knew I wanted to film this. And the thing that brings me out of that is my Reborn family. So when I'm not having a good day, that's what my Reborn family bring out to me. They give me a motivation to do something, motivation to get off the sofa. There is nothing wrong with sitting on the sofa all day. There is absolutely nothing wrong with sitting on the sofa all day. And I find that quite hard to do unless I'm in a state of like a freeze. So I think I've spoken before about flight, fight or freeze, and I can quite a lot stay in a freeze state and be safer just sat on the sofa, just with my blanket on me, my dog next to me, doing nothing, and a Reborn sat there. But the Reborns really do give me motivation to get on and do something. I don't have children here anymore, so I don't have anybody to run around after. So I did use my children quite a lot. I know now as I'm older that I used my children and my insanely busy life to stay out of this mood. Because I had the 3 children and I was a teacher. And so to stay out of my busy life, I do have to sort those boxes out as well at some point. But at the moment, Sarah's and Henry's are about, oh no, Henry's box can now go into Tobys' box. That's a good point, Caroline. I used my children to keep me out of those moods. I used my busyness, if you like, to keep me out of that mood, to stop thinking about things, stop overthinking, stop the anxiety. And, you know, it doesn't help because it just comes back and gets you eventually anyway. If you don't deal with the underlying things, they eventually come back and get you. And, you know, basically that's what happened. My children moved out. I ended up really bad with empty nest syndrome. There are lots of things going on that all coincided within a same time frame. And where's Frankie's box? I moved Frankie's box the other day. What did I do with that under here? I moved Frankie's box so I could get it easier. It's now underneath one of the cots. I'll show you in a bit. Oh, this is a raincoat and that needs to go up on the top shelf. We'll worry about that in a minute. We'll put that over on the side. So I can honestly say I don't go through phases. No, not at all with my Reborns. And maybe if you are going through a phase, and what's the matter with going through a phase anyway? If you're going through a phase that you don't want to do anything, you don't want to interact with them, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're there for you. They are there for you. You're not there for them. You know, we've all got them for different reasons. I know that was one of the questions I got asked why I have them, and I've answered that many times, but I know I have a lot of new subscribers, so I will get to that one again. But I'll probably do that. Oh, I don't know. I'll do that another time anyway. I'm making lots of plans in my head all the time about what I want to do. We've got so many coat hangers under here now. We don't need all these coat hangers under here anymore. We've got tons of coat hangers. It's a 4-year-old one. That's going to be too big for this. That'll go on there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you're only piling yourself on more guilt if you start thinking like that. Oh, I haven't done anything with them. You know, they're there for you. You're not there for them. They'll always be there ready for when you'll come back again. I do have a very good friend who thinks the same, who says, I haven't done anything with so-and-so and I feel such a bad mummy. But it's not going to fit on there after all. It's going to slide off. It's too small. This is like a great big Frankie one. Just remember, they are there for you. They will be there when you need them. And so try not to beat yourself up about that. Or another way to look at it is maybe thin your collection. Because when I feel a bit guilty about not spending time with particular reborns, about not spending time with some of them, then it's time to move somebody on, a bit like Toby got moved on this time. He got moved on because he was so heavy. Yes, I could have took stuffing out of him, which somebody suggested, but then it takes the essence of him away. I really want to put her on that because lilac is my favourite colour. And that was gifted, so I'm going to hang it up. And we will get to it. Honestly, it's not like been warm enough for this at the moment, in my opinion. Because I like my babies quite wrapped up. So don't worry about it. If you are worrying about it, try and figure out why you're worried about it. What is it that's causing you the anxiety? And try and be really honest with yourself. I mean, it could be that you're not into the reborns anymore, that something else has taken on with your life. And that's fine too. Life happens, you know. Things come and go in life, you know. Things come, people come and go. You get into certain hobbies, you don't get into others. You know, again, I got into reborns late in life because I don't even know anything about them. Oh my God, we have a clean shelf. Oh no. I just found a pile of clothes over here. So yes, try not to beat yourself up about any of that. So cute, isn't it? Oh, lovely. So I hope that's kind of answered your question. This is how I motivate myself, by getting up and doing it. And when I've got up, I feel really great that I'll walk past here later and I'll be like, oh my God, it looks so cute. Oh, there's a top there. Oh, it looks so flipping cute. I'll find a dressy one. You can just put a dress on. And it'll make me smile, and I'll be so glad. That's a 5 years. That's a Frankie one. Actually, Auntie Tracy gave us a top Frankie, didn't she? And so that can go on there. Frankie. Do I feel like Frankie doesn't get a lot of attention? No, because Frankie is older. Frankie doesn't want it. This is how I envision Frankie. She doesn't want the attention. She just wants to get on with what she's doing, and that's it. Okay, so that's how I manage that. Because Frankie represents me as a young child that age, and I spent most of my time in my room, just sitting quietly anyway. Whatever I was doing, I was sitting quietly, very quietly. So Frankie sits there in in her bed, in her safe space. If anybody else has got any comments to Caitlin about that, just pop them down below. And it is Caitlin, isn't it, that asked me that? Yes. I don't know, Caitlin, if I've really answered your question. Probably in a long roundabout way, which is just kind of like me when I'm not teaching it, or God, I can't. Where's it? 6 to 12. Which is me when I'm teaching. Oh, look at the clothing. I have to thin out the clothing. I have to thin out the clothing, Caroline. You need to thin out the clothing, girl. I don't really like that on any of them, that dress. I don't want to thin out the clothing now, actually. Let's not thin out the clothing now. I don't want to do that now. Let's just do this bit. Pack it all away and then we'll thin it out another day. How do I thin out clothing? By deciding what I like on them and what I don't like. So, but I like a lot of my vintage stuff. And anyway, we're moving from the winter clothes now, aren't we? So I could maybe bag up the winter clothes, but I do like to keep all of my clothing out so I can see it all. Um, 6 to 12. 12 to 18. So somebody suggested putting that on Pickle. It will fit on him, I think, with the arms rolled up. I do think it'll fit him because he is a chunky boy. But he does have shorter arms and shorter legs. I mean, they are fatter arms and legs. They are shorter. So I will try it on him. He's asleep at the moment. So I changed him last night. I changed him last night, so he is changed at the moment. Oh, it's getting too hard to push now. That is going to need some thinning out. That's for sure. I've done some thinning out down here at the bottom because of Tobys stuff is gone, mostly gone, and I gave some to Rebecca for Jack. But yeah, anyway, that's that bit done. Come along this way. Okay, so these are boxes, and in each of these boxes belongs to somebody. This is James. This is Sarah's. This is Emma Jane's. This is Annie's down here. Annie's and Timothy's, and now Henry's. And Timothy and Henry can wear about the same size. Frankie's is under the bed. Am I missing anybody? Annie. I said Annie, didn't I? Don't think I'm missing anybody. Oh, yes, I am. I'm missing Molly. So I knew I had somebody. Molly and Annie were the same size. So anything from 6 to 12 months, not 6 months. So 9 months is about their sort of size, depending on actually where you shop. Right, so that's a bed sheet washed. And I keep the bed sheets all together in here. Do you see? Yeah. That's a pillowcase, I think. Don't know whose pillowcase that is. That'll be Frankie's or Emma J's. I think it might be Frankie's. Oh, this one doesn't look like it's going to fit in there. Please fit. Let's just try and squish you in. I have mostly old sheets for them. the guys, the vintage stuff. So another question I got then from Joe was, what is your favourite Reborn accessory? And I have really, really tried to think about this one, Joe. Like some of the other ones, they're really like thought-provoking for me. So what are your favourite things? I've really, really had to think hard about that, and I honestly can't say anything. There is, oh damn it, I forgot a dress there, and he's hanging up. I can't, there is nothing that is my absolute favourite thing. And I was thinking, well, let's try this then. If I had to like get rid of one, if I had to just, if say something happened and I ended up in one bed set, you know, with my Reborn, I ended up in a 1-room flat, I ended up I know an auntie who's got a very, very lot of Reborns, Auntie Tracy, and she lives in a flat and she's got loads of stuff all over the place. I don't mean all over the place, chucked all over the place. I mean all organised. I don't mean that at all. I mean organised. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me. Well, I'd have to go down to less Reborns. That's how I would work that. I'd have to have less Reborns because I like all of the stuff that comes with having a child. So, and as I often say on here, look at this. I'm hoping that my little pickle man will be able to wear this to one of the doll shows in May. If I get there, I'm hoping I get there. I'm hoping I can get to all the doll shows I want to get to. But I know how my health has been since last July, that the mind might want, but the body is sometimes very weak. But I'm hoping to get to Gaydon in May, which is the Doll and Teddy Fair that I do like to go to. And I'm hoping to be able to put my Henry in this in my Syndico pushchair. So that's why that's out. Let's hope it doesn't fall off there because it doesn't look like it's. And also I like all the toys. I like all the toys because just children need to play, and that was something missing from when I was a child. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where did the other one go? We'll find that soon enough. Say not to worry, we'll find that soon enough. Oh, there, Emma Jane. So I like to keep a pair of shoes each out in front of there. That's going to put that back on Frankie's pillowcase back on. I like to keep a pair of shoes in front. So newborns, you know, I don't put newborn shoes in front, but I don't put newborns in hardly in shoes. But I like these little mayoral ones. They're so cute. So I'm just going to pop them up there, just so they stay out. This is one of Annie's like favourites, so I'm going to put that in Annie's box and we will see what occurs. This box has all of my reusable nappies in here. My boxes. See, what do you like the best, Caroline? Oh, I can't see because I like it all. Sorry, but I cannot tell a lie. I like it all. Yeah. Oh, there Emma Jane's. Emma Jane is the shoe horse around here. I'm just going to pop these, the welly boots, Timothy. I'll keep them out because we've got gardening, me and Timothy, to do again this week. But I don't want the tartan shoes, so we will put them down here. Right down the bottom there. Now, I don't normally talk like a lot through the Tidy Up Tuesday videos. You've got a lot of me talking for a change. But that's because I wanted to answer those questions. So as you can see, accessories. Actually, there's a couple of things we haven't even got to. We had a belated Christmas present that I haven't even got to yet, but I'm not quite sure I want to get that out until it's warmer weather. I wonder if you can guess what that is. It's down here with all of the householdy like stuff in this. Mostly is the shop, food, those sort of things. I haven't opened that yet. So maybe me and Molly, I'll open that. Molly really likes these like shapes, these shape ones. So we can open that. That don't belong over here. It's just because it hasn't been opened yet. But you see the old till that I did in yesterday's video, Sunday, yeah, yesterday. So it's, yeah, it is Monday today. Well, here's an old cooker as well. We had an old cooker. So I do like the old stuff, but as you can tell, I also like the new stuff. But this will all come in handy for Jack. So there we go. And then this, oh, Auntie Tracy. This is a different Auntie Tracy than the one I was talking about, who lives in a flat. I seen this basket that I asked you to get me last year, and it's wonderful. But this year you've got a flask. The JoJo one has got a flask with it. And I want that one too. So it can sit here for another 6 months and not get opened. So blooming cute though. I love that. Darn. Anyway, that was a shoe. This is where I keep all my shoes, in this box, in this suitcase here. And I'm contemplating getting another suitcase because I like the way the suitcase is as storage. Holds it all together. But I thought that was coats up there. I think that might be blankets. Where's the blankets then? Because blankets, I used to keep oh god, I don't even know where anything is these days. So I put under here, this is where the coats used to be, the bag of all like the snowsuits now, which we don't use now, under here. And then Frankie's clothing was right at the top there, but I need to get a footstool every time to get the clothing down. So I thought I'd just put Frankie's clothing underneath this bed. And this bed this cot here doesn't have so much room now because we had to take it down one for Jack, because this is where Jack sleeps. Although when we had him this weekend, he slept in with Granny and Grandad because he was so poorly. He was completely blocked nosy all of the time. And then I took some photos while I was in here yesterday of my Peter Rabbit shelving. And I added that onto, I think it might have been our Caroline Reborn night on Facebook, but I will add it now onto Instagram as well. Add some on there. But you see that long thing there, that long toy? I kind of want it to go in there, but I haven't decided yet because I don't want it to knock anything else off. But this is the other dress I got hung up that I didn't hang up before. Another one for Emma Jane. Emma Jane has got a nice stock of their summer clothes now, summer dresses, which is what she really needed. So it was a nice surprise seeing Auntie Tracy was selling some. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got these kids' beds here. So this is Molly's, but I might just pop Henry down there. I don't know, actually. Might pop Henry and Molly, can both go in there together, actually. And then we've got another whole bunk bed free up here. What am I going to do with a bunk bed, you ask? All right, I'm just trying to get that in there because we've just got so much clothes. I think because on the top shelf over here, excuse me, because on that top shelf, we've got, oh, no, you're at the bottom. Well, this one up here, we've got Emma Jane's. And then Emma Jane's clothing goes right up to here. And then from here over to here, this is 6 to 9, 9 to 12 months. And then here is 3 to 6, 0 to 3, and newborn. Now I don't have anybody 0 to 3. I don't have anybody 3 to 6, but that's not to say I won't in the future. I certainly am going to be looking for if a 3 to 6 kit, another 3 to 6 kit spots takes my eye, then I would definitely be going for that. And so I hope that that's answered those two questions. One from Caitlin and one from Joe. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so let's just... this is a really good pillow. It's a pillow from IKEA. So it's really handy to put in the pushchairs and things like that. For now, I'll just pop it down there. Pillowcase, where are you? I ironed a pillowcase earlier on. What have I done with that? Maybe it's up here on Frankies' bed, because quite often I will bring stuff in when Frankie's at school, when I'm changing everybody, and pop them up on her bed. I'm just going to pop the coat up there, because I don't know where are my coats, man. I've got an empty box up there. I like having an empty box. Have I put them under? Ah, there are the... You did that with me last time, didn't you? You put the blankets under there. And now you're thinking, Caroline, you haven't touched those blankets in what has it been? 6 weeks, 8 weeks since I did a Tidy Up Tuesday? And yet I can't get rid of it. Oh, mamma mia. Put this hat away. Yes. I haven't touched those blankets. Right, so these are things that are going in the bag for charity. So not in a charity shop. Where is that? I did some iron. Ah, there they are. I did the ironing earlier on. I think I said that. Don't try and go through Emily because there's not stuff there. I did some ironing. Sorry, I did some ironing earlier on. So I ironed that pillowcase and I ironed this cute little dress. Little newborn dress, which I bought for Sarah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. Just looks too much, too long, too much. And I want to change one of Frankie's pillows as well. So yeah, this top bunk was Tobys. So actually, I'm going to answer another question I had, which I wasn't going to answer in this video, but I will. Let's answer a question from, I know where you are, but I just want to double check who it was who asked me. Yes, Auntie Tracy, I think. Hang on. Frozen fan, you gave me a lot of harder questions. Libby, just quickly then, because this will go out tomorrow night, Tuesday. Are you going to the Southampton Doll Show? That is this Sunday, isn't it? I'm going to try. That's all I can say, because it's a 2.5 hour drive. I would sleep over, but it's too I'm mindful of my money now. I've got a lot of expense coming up the next few months, really. So I'm mindful of cash flow, but I would like to go to Southampton. It's a small show. It's always nice to go. And if you have big anxiety about being in big crowds and everything, it's much easier for you to go to these small shows than to just go straight in and go to Peterborough, which is huge. And I like to go because I like to see a lot of friends. One of the friends I like to see is Katie. I only see her in person once a year, and that's usually at Southampton show. What's your favourite accessories? Yes, I did that one. There are more here, but I want to answer your questions while I'm doing other things. So Caitlin, actually, that answers 2 of your questions, doesn't it? Have you ever gone through phases where you are into your reborns? No. And then you also put, how do you keep motivation to film and post? Motivation to film and post this is my hobby. And this is what keeps me going. Does that make sense? Posting, filming is my hobby. And there's no pressure. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm getting a measly, you know, small amount from YouTube ads. And that's like next to nothing really. So I'm definitely not doing it for the money. I'm doing this because I like to share, and I like to share my family with other people and friends all over the world. And I've talked about that before. And Caitlin, you've put, I started a channel but can't seem to be consistent. Caitlin, put your name of your channel down below. People will start following you. And you started a channel but can't be consistent. So what? Upload one a week if you want to. Remember, this is for me. I'm not doing this for nobody else. I'm not, this is not Emmerdale or Carnation Street or Neighbours. I'm not doing this for I don't know, I don't want to say following, for watching, but I do want you to watch it, obviously. But I hate it excuse me, when YouTubers and influencers say, I'm doing this for you. I filmed this for you today. I filmed all of this for you. I do that in a way, like I film the doll shows to share, right? I don't go, I'm filming it for you. I do it to share my excitement with everybody else as well. Okay, so think about what is your motivation, and you know, think about, and also I'm not very good now at posting on Caroline Reborn Night on Facebook, because that used to be, until Meta had an update, that used to be linked with my Instagram. So when I posted on Instagram, it would post straight away to that page. But now it will only let me post to my personal page if I want to do that, which I don't want to do for obvious reasons. I don't know everybody, do I? And why would I want you to be on my personal page when really I don't know everybody? But I do get to know you through Caroline Reborn Night, Reborn Adventures. Both of those are on Facebook. Caroline Reborn Night on Instagram. So if about me being consistent, people know I usually go 3 days, 4 days at most. And if it's been 3 days and you haven't had a video, then probably know you're going to get one on the 4th day, or you're going to get a message somewhere from me telling you what's going on. So like last week, I only filmed 2 videos. I would like to film 3, but I have Jack. We had Jack for a couple of days, and I'm shattered. There is no two ways about it. Jack is having all of my time. He's having all of my love. He's having all of my encouragement, everything, and my energy. I love him so much. And so to keep motivation is really to think about why you're doing it. I'm motivated to do it because it's my hobby and I like doing it. And like today, someone had asked me I'd asked for a load of questions, so I got those. And also somebody had asked me if I could film another Tidy Up Tuesday. And that helps other people with their motivation. Believe me, if you're motivated or not by me doing a Tidy Up Tuesday, put it in the comments, because I know lots of you are. So anyway, there was another one, wasn't I, that I was going to answer it. This has gone on for so long. There are other ones here that are too much for me to do at the moment. That's a really good one, hamster. I should be answering that with Timothy. Somewhere, lols. You asked me a good question. I've already done that, so I will be answering that and send you the link, show you the link. Right. I think it's one. Hang on, best advice. Okay, I think it was kind of thinking I was going to go with Auntie Tracy's here. And Auntie Tracy put, is there currently a sculpt kit you'd love to add to your nursery? No, not particularly. Unfortunately, as you've seen with me having to rehome Mr. Timothy, I've got to make sure I put Frankies Bed back how she likes it. That's her one thing when I tidy her bed up, is put it back. So sometimes I have to take a photo so I can make sure it all goes back the same. So let's just do, she always has 2 pillows because she sits up in bed so much. So we'll take this cover off. This one washed. No, so unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, are there more kits? Yes. Any Ping Lao kit, I absolutely love. The new one, she's got another new toddler out, absolutely love. But I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. And about them being, it's not just about them being heavy. It's also about them. The legs are all over the place. It's all over the place. And I'm just finding it harder. I'm just finding it harder. And one thing I know is I don't need any more of that. I don't need stress. So I just know now that it's been hard. It is harder. And I know a few Reborn mummies that have had to make that decision to move away from the bigger babies to the smaller ones. And that really does, it's something that I'm just not happy about it with myself. I find that really frustrating and annoying, and yeah, I'm just not happy about that myself. So we will see. He was down here, wasn't he? But he's a newbie, so hopefully I won't get into too much trouble. You sit back up there, don't you, Sven? And mini sausage dog. I think she had that in her stocking, I think. Father Christmas goes there. And then she has her, who are you? Can't remember what you're called. What are you called? Not Lols, are you? You're not Lols. Nana Surprise Dolls, that's it. You're a Nana Surprise. You're a little one. And oh, this is one of those out of a box, isn't it? I surprise him also. I'll put him in here because he's quite tiny. Put him in here. No, he's actually not where, but I'll say to her, you know, your little things I put back in here. And she hardly gets in her bed. In fact, hardly any of them get in their beds. So just ruffle it up a little bit. And she usually just sleeps on the top with a blanket. It's quite warm in here, so the temperature today is 17, but it's usually about 16 in here. Try and keep here and down in Hillside the same sort of temperature, like for the hair and for the paint and everything like that. Try to anyway. This is her blanket. That's her. She'll probably put her blanket. This is usually what she lies on, her blanket. This was made for her by an auntie in Canada. But I don't know how she fits in it. It's like there's next to no bloody room. There we go. Make sure these are back on here. Dear. I don't want to lose that little thing. So yeah, there is no, I don't look up sculpts. I don't see what's going. I don't do any of that. It's usually someone will send me, like Sheena maybe will say, if you see what Cassie loves new sculptors. And I'm like, no. And then she'll send me a picture and I'm like, oh, so cute, so cute. It doesn't mean I want it. What for me more is the actual reborning. So it's when I see reborning of a certain sculpts, you know, I don't know. For me, it's about seeing them and them saying, take me home. That's it. Take me home. And so that's where we've taken them home. Sorry, I'm moving around quite a lot because I'm dithering and going here. I was over here, wasn't I? I was over here doing this, what was Tobys Bed. So we do have an empty space though. We will see. We will see what happens. So I'm busy saving right now for right, let me put you back this way and then I can start bringing the other stuff back in again. So I'm currently saving for I'm going to Ireland at the end of this month again, and that's with my eldest daughter Jack. I'm going over to see my middle daughter. So that is the beginning of May bank holiday. And then in the middle of May is Gaydon, the doll show. And then, I mean, look, even Emma Jane's bed is full. Then let's just get the Hoover and hoover that bit around over there a minute. Then at the end of May, beginning of June, Sam has her blessing, and Ben gets christened, and so I go and be his godmama. So I go to that. That's the end of May, and then June is I'm going up to Downham Market for a week with Sheena, well, majority of a week, and going to the doll show there. Well, it'll be a week by the time I'm travelling and all of that. And so we've got a doll show then. So that's why I've got a lot of expense coming up. Anyway, let's get this done. There we go. That'll do for now. So this is our latest joy in here, Mr. Timothy. Somebody said about Mr. Timothy getting overwhelmed with all the girls. You're absolutely probably right, because after all, Henry just sleeps all the time, so he doesn't get a lot of playtime with Mr. Henry. I'll figure out that one to go behind there in a minute. Right. A high chair, put that back in the lounge. And bring in Sarah's Moses basket. I'm going to move you. Guys. There you go. You can look at the bundle of clothes. Oh, the bundle of clothes. If I put these back. There we go. What I could do with is dusting all the shelving in that and here. That'll have to be for another day. So now I'm just going to see if I can fit this under here. I think yesterday when I was in here, I was telling you that we're going to get a shelf for next door to put all of the books on. Mr. Toby, who's in this last? Gosh. I don't know. Kids and all their toys. We'll just blame it on the kids. Right. Somebody else should be doing it there. Not Mama. There's 3 pets. 1 bird, 1 rabbit. And these play mats, these are brilliant. So I get these for when we have Jack, because we have hardwood floor, and when I have the Reborns out. And then I just put a blanket over the top. Put that in Emma. I don't know whose that is. Whose is that? Not quite sure. I daren't put it in the wrong place. I'll just pile it on the top there, I think. Yeah, I'll put it up there somewhere. Somebody can claim that one. And these little booties can go up here, although I don't think we have anybody that fits them now. That's how long the trachea has been out. So this always looks a bit of a mess. Aha, that, I know what I meant to do with that. Okay, this always looks a bit of a higgledy-piggledy mess here. What I do is I put that little dolly in that basket. And we have another dog. This is a toy bag. This bag nearly needs sorting out. Look how many toys we've got in it. Tons. We got tons and tons of toys in there. And they really, really need sorting out. Bracelets over here. Oh. So what I could do is sort the toys out and then give them to one of the local baby child support centres. I'd rather do that than give them to charity, because then they're, someone is getting good use of it. I keep all of this here because this is needed for Jack. Changing mat and things there are all needed for a little man. We haven't put up our nursery rules yet because I don't know where I'm going to put it. Anyway, there we go. There we go. I think Frankie's little bed down a bit. I think I'm done, guys. I think I'm done. I think we are done with that. Oh no, Mr. Timothy's dog. I better bring Mr. Timothy's dog in here as well. There we go. Right. I usually keep Emma Jane, the pushchair Emma Jane's using at the moment, down in Hillside. That's where it's been. But she had it up here this weekend, so I was like, oh, just stay here. Okay, let's do the reveal of It's all tidy. It's all tidy. It's all clean. Well, it's not all clean actually. It does need a dust. I'm sure it does. I haven't looked closely. But I'm sure I need to dust the shelves. Wipe them down, dust them all. But yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with who we're going to put in Tobys' bed, but at least we've got a bed spare for now. I'll put that back in there. Love this little crib. Anyway, yes, there we go. So it's all tidy. Looking good, girl. Looking good. You did well. You did well. There's the list of everybody's names on. But now I can also get rid of loads of those hangers from under there. So I may well do that one with a giveaway when I go this weekend. Anyway, there we go. So there we go. Oh, I like it. It looks so much better to me. And now I can leave the door open, walk past it and go, ah, I did that. I achieved something. I achieved something today. Lovely.